Good afternoon. Today is the 2nd of August and it's time for a channel update, although you're probably going to be seeing this update at some point in the next week due to things I'll get into at the moment, unless you're a channel member, in which case you'll be seeing this update a little bit sooner than that. So July 2022 has been an interesting time for the channel. We've actually recovered in terms of the statistics on the channel, you know, things like number of hours watched and number of views on videos, to a large extent, to thanks to a couple of shows that I've been to, principally Festival Unexceptional right at the end of last month. Obviously the BMC Leyland show, which is a big favourite with views on the channel, I think, did help as well, and others, smaller shows like the one at Christchurch I attended, and also the one at MG40, they helped as well. But principally Festival Unexceptional, and at the time of recording of this I've still got half the parts still to release, has been a big success. I'm very grateful to all of you who have subscribed since then. There are a lot of you. As you can see, we've rather enjoyed ourselves on Saturday, because I've still got rather a red face, which yeah, it doesn't mean I'm blushing or anything like that, or I'm embarrassed. It just means that the sunny conditions were a bit more than I'd anticipated. I do apologise, by the way, that if this video is shaking around a bit more than usual. The mount that I normally use, which is absolutely excellent for recording with the two phones that I use for the channel, I don't currently have it. I left it behind in one of the cars that I filmed on Sunday, the day after the show, and I'm going to be getting it back in about 10 days time or so. Talking of the show, the fact that the videos have been so well received, apart from one person who said I was very annoying indeed, have meant that we've massively gone up in the number of subscribers. We're actually today just past 6,000 subscribers. Don't worry, there actually is a 6,000 subscriber special. I will be releasing that after this update has gone live, not perhaps on the same day unless it's like a Friday or something, but close to it as I can, because that will mean that you'll get to see it. It's a very, very wonderful car. I've wanted to review one for years, and I hope you will very much enjoy it. It's an episode of Second-Hand Classics, by the way. I also filmed another car belonging to the same owner on that day, which I think you'll also enjoy, because it's the type of car that generally does fairly well on the channel, actually. I reviewed an older version of it last year, and now we're looking at a newer version of it, so that's interesting. I've also had a huge number of people offer me their cars to review within a certain geographical area, and so one of the things I'll be doing this month is getting through a vast quantity of cars. I've got something 11 to review on one trip, and on another trip I think I've got 6 or 7, so we're getting through those. But one of the things I'd like to do is actually to get out you know, as many of those as possible in terms of filming them. The simple reason for that is because if anything kind of happens, or if it's like winter and it's much more difficult to get cars to review in the winter and also to film them, then I'll have a sort of buffer in that way, and that will help in you know, in terms of making things interesting for all of you, because when I was in the early months of this year, it was very hard to get hold of cars to review. Weather was very bad. A lot of classic car owners put their cars away, and also YouTube doesn't tend to sort of favour videos that were released about that time anyway. It's just a quirk of the algorithm in comparison with the sort of Christmas months, where videos tend to do a bit better. There's a bit more money being put up by advertisers and things like that, so that will help just to sort of kind of keep things going for a bit longer, which will be good. I like to sort of make sure we've got enough content to keep going through periods like that. Lloyd Consulting stickers, t-shirts and mugs are available. I clicking the link to the Google form in the video description below. I'm very thankful to all of you who have subscribed in July and who are still subscribing this month after the first Unexceptional and other videos. I had some very good successes this last month with things like the Proton review, and I've got another MG Rover product as well, which I also filmed during the last weekend. So we're doing okay from that point of view, and I'm very grateful to all of you who have offered me the chance to film your cars. I'm gradually just getting around them. I've had a number of sort of offers, but it just depends with these high fuel prices. And I've just filled up my mother's car, and it cost me £115, which it's got quite a big tank, but nevertheless it's not the cheapest. So I filled that up, and I just have to be a bit more mindful about the cost of filming stuff, if that's the sort of prices that we're kind of looking at for fuel at the moment. Just got to be mindful about that kind of thing, so we don't run out of money to be able to do stuff. One of the things I'm very grateful for is the channel members that we have, and the channel members are those who get to see videos early. If you're actually on the top 2 tiers of channel membership, then you get to see videos, especially the very vlogs. So those go up for all channel members the day that they're recorded. I actually just recorded one on the way to where I was going. Yes, there's those if you are entertained by that kind of thing. They're not for everyone really. They are really very much targeted at regular viewers, particularly the channel members who are just a bit invested in it. But please don't feel you have to sort of be a channel member. Please don't feel that you have to financially support in any way. That's really not. It's really not necessary to do that if you are feeling any obligation. There's really none. I'd much rather that you actually just enjoy the videos, and for free you can help the channel out very much by just liking the videos, commenting on them. If you haven't already subscribed, then subscribe. Those are all things that you can do for free. Watching them all the way through is actually one of the biggest helps, because that tells the YouTube algorithm that a lot of people really like the video. That's one of the main ways actually to support. So we also have, once I've done these huge kind of filming trips that are coming up, a event that I've never been to before, the August Bank Holiday weekend, which is at Knebworth House in Stevenage. And it's actually a filming location that I've visited before, because it was used in a lot of older films. The ones that you might have heard of are things like The Big Sleep. You might have heard of that. That's actually a Philip Marlowe film. I forget the name of the American lead actor for that. It's probably 1978. But it was also used in a lot of episodes of older television series. And if you've seen one of the very vague vlogs which I uploaded in July, you'll see that is really sort of my era of television that I like. 60s, 70s stuff, the older kind of stuff made by ITC and ABC Television in this country, who produced The Avengers. The Avengers is the finest program ever made in the history of television. So there was an episode of The Avengers filmed there in November 1967. I have been there before, and I had a look around, so we might have a little look at Knebworth House. It is very nice, I do recommend it. But we're principally going to be there to do the car show. I'll be there for 2 days, and we'll have a look around and see what we can see. It should be quite a big show, it should be fun. And in the meantime, we'll still be doing things like top 10 best-selling cars. We'll still be doing that. We will continue with the very vague vlogs, although I have skipped one actually, because the first Unexceptional was a big event and it took a lot out of me. So I did skip a week for that. I hope you don't mind about that. Some of you are probably rejoicing at the fact that there's one few of those to watch, but there we go. And yes, I hope that sort of diet of stuff will be suitable for you. We will also be restarting Tweed Jacket Views at some stage. I have actually managed to sort of finalise what we're going to be filming for the next 3 episodes. They will be done by Mr. Franks, who has been involved with the channels before it started. Many of you won't even know who Mr. Franks is, I should think by this stage, but he was the co-founder of True Jacket Reviews, and he's filmed some of the finest episodes we've ever made. He's a professional videographer and editor. Now, Mr. Bill and Mr. Richardson, who also filmed those for me, they are very good, but because Mr. Franks and I just kind of know what it is we wanted from the start, I do just try to use him if I possibly can, because he just has a certain style of doing stuff, which you know, just kind of works, rather than me having to explain to them to imitate what he does. They're very good at it, but he's just got a way of doing stuff which is still really good. So when those are filmed, it won't be this month, it'll probably be in the next couple of months. I hope you enjoy them as well. So if you like True Jacket Reviews, and I know some of you do, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel for those as well, because they are coming. We just had to wait a very long time to do them for various reasons. But yes, I think that's quite enough for the August 2022 channel update. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Like this video and leave a comment below. And see you again next month for more delightful entertainment.